girl got all dolled up. Come here. All right. Can we get a moment for the dress? Cute little bow. And to top the look off for peak comfort while I'm in my kitchen baking, new little bunny slippers. All right, let's get into it because I'm showing you guys my mom's super secret cookie recipe that I think she might actually kill me for sharing with you guys. But y'all have already seen my actual getting filled up on camera, so I really don't think that we have any secrets between each other anymore. Let's make a mess, baby. And let's start baking. Normally, step one in any recipe with me would be to immediately wipe down your surfaces, but there's actually a step before doing anything with this, and that is to take 2 eggs and 2 sticks of butter and leave them out for a couple of hours to soften and become room temperature. It's important, it changes the texture. I know it's silly, but it actually makes a big difference. So these have been sitting out for a little bit, but we're gonna clean off our workspace because I own a cat and I'm planning on sharing these with my friends and family, and I'm not trying to get them sick, so. I almost missed a very crucial step of this being a baked baking video, and that is getting myself baked. So I'm going to preheat my oven to 375 and elevate my altitude. Be right back. And before I get totally elevated, there is something I wanted to share with my fellow stoners. Look at how stinking cool and cute this like seashell little ashtray is that I found. I thrifted this for like $7. That's your sign to go antiquing. The weather's dreary and gross and cold outside and disgustingly dark at 6 p.m. So go find some cute little smoking accessories. Hi. We're feeling much better. All right, let's get this recipe started. This has so many little tips and tricks that I've gotten from my mom over the years. These cookies would literally be sought after annually by her client list. She would mail them out because she was a boss-ass businesswoman. She's alive. Let me clarify that. She's alive. I'm seeing her tomorrow. Where is it? Aha. We're going to need the 2 sticks of butter sitting on the counter. We're going to need 2 large eggs. And then first up, I have to combine 2 different types of chocolate chips. Hers calls for dark chocolate chips chunks, which are like little log moments. Milk unsweetened as like her little mixture. I wasn't gonna buy 4 bags of chocolate chips in order to make this recipe once because I live in a studio apartment. So I'm doing a little shortcut and I'm using semi-sweet and milk chocolate, and we're gonna mix these together in a little container. We got some recycling, bitch. And so I'm just gonna pour these in like kind of layers to help it mix, and then we're gonna shake it around a little bit. Oh wait, can I show off my shoulders a little bit? Come on, I want to attract a femme. Stop making me look weak. I already have trouble pulling women. Come on. Come on. I got it. Did I mention that I was bisexual? I don't know. My funnel's not big enough. Okay, well, we'll just have to see if I can be careful. I let my little sister know that I was making a baked baking video today. And because I'm making my mom's cookie recipe, I was feeling a little nostalgic. And I was like, hey, do you have any cute stories that I could like share with my followers from when we were kids that aren't low-key traumatic? Because all of mine are. And she was like, no, those are the only parts I remember. I'm like, but I did remember some cute little quirks. I was reflecting with a friend this past week about like murals and paintings and like cute little findings that an artist did around her house for her toddler to find. And it reminded me of my childhood bathroom. My aunt does murals, and she was nice enough to come up as a gift to my parents. Or maybe they paid her, I don't remember. They might have covered her supplies. But she created a like 360 mural inspired by Disney characters for my sisters and I in our childhood bathroom. And it was so well done and so sweet and so nice. She did such a great job. I'm gonna like insert pictures here if I can find it. Wasn't it cool? I'm so glad that the new owners like kept it and preserved it because it was like so dope. Let's shake these bitches. Step 2, mix chocolate chips together. Done. Now we need to combine the sugar and butter in a bowl. It says to combine it in a mixer. I don't have a stand mixer here. I have a hand mixer. So we're going to use that. So I'm going to get a medium-sized bowl, and we are putting 3/4 cup of light brown sugar and 3/4 cup of white sugar and those 2 sticks of butter in a bowl. We're going to beat that until it's all whippy up. It's all texturized. I don't know what the fuck that was. Sorry. Can you not? You've been all in my face this whole time. All I do is care for you, and you have the audacity. I'm trying to teach them how to make cookies, bitch. Sorry about that. Don't fall. These are not as squishy as I wanted them to be. Can I put you? If I put you in my tits, will it warm you? My body heat warm you drastically in the next couple of minutes. Don't mind my lumpy tits. I'm getting it checked out by a doctor next Tuesday. Okay. Light brown sugar and white sugar. Our muscles. Are you turn on? Okay, now my tits are sagging down to here. Brown sugar. White sugar. Don't need the flour yet. And then the butter is accounted for. Okay, I need 3/4 cup of each. But the brown sugar we are going to pack in with our heel, whereas we're not going to do that with the white sugar. Dewdrop is up on his little platform sleeping, and he's really cute. Oh, you heard me say his name. Go back to sleep. It's okay. At least right now you're not screaming at me and ruining my audio. He likes to make himself known. I'm going to have to get these up. Pardon me. Hey, they did get softer. Now I need 3 of these bitches. Oh, it's ready. But I'm not ready yet. But I will be soon. This will whip up really fast. Okay, cool. Y'all can't see it. There is a dick in my sink right now. It got rinsed off after filming last night, and I just left it there. That's cute. I'm proud of that. Anyways, hit my elbow. Where's an outlet? I thought there was one over here. I was hiding behind the unfinished painting. I got halfway through doing a little like love potion painting, and then I got distracted. I need to finish that. Now he's awake. He's gonna start screaming at me. I love you. Can you not scream at me today? Please. There we go. Very gracefully, just throw that bitch in there. Since it's been softened, it'll be easier to mix without having to like pre-cut it into tiny little sections or use a butter cutter. Okay. A butter knife. A butter knife. A butter cutter. Jesus Christ, Storm. Remember how I said you didn't have to use a butter cutter? Don't listen to me. Like, listen to me try this recipe and listen to me to go buy my content and stuff, but don't listen to me. And my arm is getting numb. All of you, December 1st. Okay. Yay! That is what we would call whippy. Yeah, I don't know why y'all gooned me. Now I need to mix flour, baking soda, and salt. I have to heap the last 4th cup of flour. Hello? No, you're not getting on the counter right now. No, I moved the chair for a reason. You're not getting on the counter. I have to cook. Your paws are yucky. He's so angry with me. You're fine. I should have on my orange. Oops. I need 2 1/4 cups, and I have to. The drama. All because I moved the bar stool that normally sits at this island that I'm cooking at, and he's angry that he can't jump up here right now because I'm cooking and I don't want him to make it all gross. Because he's a cat and I love him, but that's an animal and he should not be on the counter he shouldn't be able to get on the counter while I'm cooking. Thankfully, don't mind me, just already making a mess. Remember when I said let's get messy? Yeah, I meant that. And now this last 4th cup we have to heap. So all of those I was like cutting into it and measuring out the top of the cup flat. This one, we're gonna let her go over a little bit. I need a teaspoon of baking soda. And then a heaping teaspoon of salt. Yeah, I just stir all of that because we're gonna mix that in with the wet ingredients here in a second. I'm going to get back the sugar butter mixture and I'm going to crack 1 egg into it at a time and then mix it together. I don't know why I'm teaching you guys this as if I'm like supposed to be in charge or some shit. That's gonna stay there because I don't want to deal with it right now. Now that we have the girls, we're ready to crack them in 1 at a time. See how hot I can make this? Wait, can I do this one-handed? Ew. I don't know what came over me. I just couldn't help myself. I wore the wrong fucking dress to do this in. Let's see if I can make the second one just as good. On my carpet too, huh? Yep. Oh, also on my shoes. I'll be right back. I have to go clean that up. Wild. I think that honestly earns another little hit after I get the second egg that I cracked forever ago beaten into this. So we're going to take a teaspoon of vanilla and we are going to pour it in. And of course, because it's vanilla, much like garlic, we're gonna add a little extra. In yucks. All the mixing is where you put the love into it. That's what makes them taste so good. Now, we are not going to flash you because this is YouTube, not my other page. We're going to take our dry mixture and we're going to mix in about 1/3 of it at a time as I'm getting sugar on myself. Before mixing it in just enough with the wet ingredients where you can like no longer see the flour. We're trying not to overbeat the flour because then it gets all tough and it's not fun. Just enough until we can't see that little dusting anymore. And then shut it off. Mix in the next little pouring. Hi, Dewdrop. No! Go away, you're yucky. Now I'm going to take 2 cups of chocolate chips and I'm going to fold those in. This is the texture that we are currently working with. It looks so lovely. I'm definitely going to save some for freezing because I love some cookie dough. Yes, technically this has raw egg in it. Salmonella comes from the shell of the egg, not from the egg yolk itself usually. And because of pasteurization processes in the United States, it's usually safe to have frozen cookie dough even if it has some raw egg in it, and also because I enjoy life. Y'all know what I do for a living. I put worse things in my body. All right, 2 cups of cookies? Of chocolate chips. Now we have our cookie dough ready to be scooped out on a little baking sheet. And like always, I have to sample the product. What else do you expect? Come on. I'm literally a bop. Making y'all hard and making you want to watch me whenever you're alleviating that problem is literally my job. This isn't even for the bit anymore. This shit is just that good. Because you never know when you're gonna have a rainy day and you're gonna want some homemade cookies. No amount of abs are worth skipping dessert, in my opinion. Okay. I'm gonna pop this in the freezer for a later date. And now, oh, sorry, I didn't see you guys there. I want this one specifically because it's the one that can fit in my dishwasher. Spray of oil, that way it doesn't stick. And now I'm going to take a spoon and I'm going to scoop out some cookies. I know that these need to cook for, I believe, 8 minutes, but I'll check on them. I'm going to pop these in for 8 minutes. In the meantime, I think I have to give him some much needed attention. Look at this. Hi, baby. I know, baby. You're being such a good boy for me. Yeah, letting me take such good care of you. I'm so proud. There you go, Bubba. There you go, my sweet boy. Sheer bliss right now. I know. I knew this would get you to forgive me. I overcooked them. I think they need like right at 8.5 minutes in my oven because whenever I checked at 8, they looked a little too gooey. So I'm gonna try that with the second batch. Come back whenever I've tried that again. Okay. Never mind, they're kind of gooey. Wait a damn minute. Maybe I spoke too soon. I'm just trying to follow the instructions that my mom gave me forever ago that I don't seem to remember because these don't look quite right, but it's still my best attempt and I think they might be better than I expect. No, don't freaking have you, bitch. We're doing great. Let's try this without potentially overcooking them. Definitely needed to leave them on the pan for longer to, I think, stiffen up, but maybe I'm wrong. I have cat hair on my nose end. Sorry about that. Anyways, that wasn't very hot and sexy and mysterious of me. I'm going to rewash my hands. We're gonna make our cookies this time a little bit smaller. Just a wee bit. Oh my god, I was gonna tell you about my childhood a little bit. Fuck, I totally forgot. Oh yeah, we got on the topic of the Disney bathroom. But I also lived right next door to a 2-story tall Barney purple house. They would repaint it every couple of years to really make the purple pop. But in the middle of Tennessee, Columbia, Tennessee, not a shoreline in sight, just in the middle of this cul-de-sac, this Barney purple house. And they were our neighbors. And they were actually really nice. I was friends with their daughter, and we would play when we were younger and like go sledding and stuff. She was very like an artistic person, but yeah, no. Overall a nice family, I think. I don't remember, I was like 8. I don't remember much of my childhood. But I do remember going sledding at their house around said Barney Purple house. And they had a nice hill and no fences. Okay. 8 minutes on these bad boys. Oops. Oops. There's still a dick in my sink. I haven't moved that. I need to take care of that. I have a couple of minutes before the second set that hopefully will not be overcooked come out of the oven, but I did want to go ahead and try one from the little overcooked kind of throwaway batch. I'm crumbling. But it's delicious. Okay, sweet. So even like the bad batch are good. All right. These are the slightly goldened that I was looking for. Okay, so my oven takes 9 minutes for those. The two middle ones decided to kiss, but now I know. Nope, you're not getting in there. I love you way too much to cook you. You're too cute. Can't do it. Can't bring myself to it. I'm sorry you can't make me. Trying to form words while this high is hard. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because this is probably the second or third worst thing I've ever shown to all of the internet on camera. Sorry, Mom, for all of that and for this, but let me know if you give this recipe a try because it is absolutely delicious and will honestly impress anyone for being just such a simple, easy to whip together chocolate chip cookie recipe. Chocolate chip cookie recipe. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I have a lot of dirty dishes to get to, and I have a mom to disappoint in a couple of other ways in the other things that I post on the internet, so go check out those things too. Bye guys.